Brother Lockdog.
Something I mean.
Hey guys, Lockdog. This is my 06 nightrain.
Righty, welcome back team. This is Brother Lockdog. As he said, this is his 06 nightrain. So first of the years where they changed from the smaller back tyre to the bigger back tyre. Now this actually has a story behind it. This is a imported bike from the States, from America, and basically as big as the V-twin muscle bike era could go for the time that it is. So I'm just going to ask you a couple of questions if you have to. Firstly, how did you locate the bike?
So obviously this is my first Harley Davidson. So I went on the hunt for a classic softail looking bike, which led me to the nightrain.
Yes.
Which then led me to a dealer in Auckland. Saw an advertisement for it, and yeah, liked the look of it, so I got in touch with them. They couldn't tell me exactly what engine work had been done on it,
right?
Because of being an import.
Yes.
Because like you said, we live on an island in the middle of nowhere, and
yes.
all our bikes are imports. So anyway, I looked at the photos online, and that was cool. And that's when I noticed down here this logo, Randy Woods Painting and Home Repairs,
right,
with a phone number on it.
So is there a phone number attached to this?
There is.
The timing case?
There is.
Oh yes, there is. Yes, okay.
Yep. So what
since
originally...
1970, it says?
Yep, that's the one. So what I did was I jumped on Facebook and I found a Facebook page
right
for that. So
okay.
So I direct messaged it, and someone messaged me back saying, hey, yeah, I run Randy's Facebook page for him. He's an older guy, he's not technology savvy.
Yeah.
So he messaged me, that was cool. I ended up, he said, give the phone number a call. So I rang the phone number and I got hold of Randy Woods, the original owner of the bike.
Wicked.
So he brought the bike brand new in 06.
Yes.
And him and his best mate Charlie Keel, they built the engine on it. Charlie Keel races a Dodge Charger, 68 Charger in Texas.
Right.
So Randy and him come from Texas. And so yeah.
So this was originally a Texas brought bike.
Yep.
Where a couple of muscle heads over there decided, let's make it bad.
Yep, pretty much.
Massive.
Yep. So yeah, so once I got talking to Randy, he confirmed to me what engine work was in it.
Yes.
Which was awesome. So that kind of made it easy for me to say, sweet, I want the bike. So I rang back the dealer and asked him again, what engine work is it? He said, we don't know, we think it's got a cam. But the whole time I knew what was in the engine.
Yeah, right.
So that was cool. Another video of the bike the dealer sent me had a key ring on it. It had Barnett Harley Davidson on it. So I gave them a call, and what I'd worked out was when Randy sold the bike, it ended up at Barnett Harley Davidson in El Paso, Texas.
Yes.
So I rang them up and got hold of them and spoke to a guy called Norman Rodriguez, who I'm now friends with on Facebook. And he advised me that when the bike left them to go to New Zealand, it still had all the big engine in it and all the work on it.
Right.
So that was cool. So what I worked out was, it's got a 124 in it.
A 124.
Yeah.
So there's big boy kits right there.
Yep.
And I know that, and you guys know online, you've seen how quick my bike goes. I'm only stage 2, but I'm the 114 stage 2. This ruins me in a straight line. I've had Lockdog go past me several times now where I am fully twisted, wide open, and he goes past me like I'm still riding a 50cc scooter. So for that reason, fuck you, but also primo.
Yeah.
The fact that you've managed to do your own research to the point where actually smart buying people was by giving the clues away on the bike, getting in touch with the people that built it, owned it, loved it before you got it.
Yep.
Meant giving you that knowledge that the bike you were buying was exactly what you wanted and exactly what the boys in Texas that built it originally said it was.
Yep. The other thing too was randomly after speaking to Randy and Norman, I ended up found a video that's still on YouTube to this day.
Yes. From
Barnett Harley Davidson advertising this bike.
Oh really? Oh cool.
With all the work on it, so there's a link for that. Yeah. But so basically, it's a stage 4 pretty much.
Stage 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's had all the heads. It's got Screaming Eagle 110 heads on it. Which have been ported and polished. S&S rocker covers. It's had Screaming Eagle. It's had high lift rockers in it. The Screaming Eagle. It's got a 251 cam in it. It's an older cam.
Yes.
Which I believe to get the most work out of those cams, you have to do the port polishing, which has been done to it.
Yes.
So,
Yeah. Okay. Right.
And it taps like a sewing machine.
Yep.
Big
Fair.
time.
Yep. Fair. But when you're wide open, you don't hear that.
No.
Is the bike the same as it is now from when you brought it? Is there anything on the bike that is different from when you brought it?
Yep. So the first thing I did was I put a new dual speedo on it.
Yes.
Obviously the other one didn't have a rev counter, so it was cool. And then the next thing I wanted to do was put some decent saddlebags on it. And that's where I managed to get these. Now the story behind these bags was I met a guy on Facebook through the nightrain page, and his name's Caesar, and he lives in Utah, so what's up, Caesar? He went on Marketplace. I found these in Utah. I wired Caesar some money. He went and brought them for me and sent them back to me.
It is. I must mention at this stage, it is incredibly hard for us down in New Zealand, being at the bottom of the world, shipping times and just the availability of anybody to get. So the accessibility that the Americans and you guys have overseas, even from Australia onwards, for parts and aftermarket parts, and the ability to purchase the things you want isn't that easy for us down here. So we have to sort of go outside the box a little bit. As Lockdog did, he got a hold of someone on Facebook who was kind enough, a genuine person, to actually wire the money through, get the bags and get them down to us here in New Zealand. So
I think you've said it before, in New Zealand we can't touch and feel stuff.
No, we've got no ability. There is no shop we can go to where we can touch, feel, sniff, all that sort of carry on. We literally have to put our faith in photos, reviews, and sometimes the kind words of people over in.
So these are off a Springer.
Yes.
But yeah, like I think I found one in New Zealand that was raggedy one, and they wanted $1,000 New Zealand for it.
Right.
I got these for about $300, and then I think it cost me $300 shipping.
So perfect.
I was pretty happy.
So it's good buying, right?
And then Caesar, because he's such a gentleman, sent me a whole lot of stuff from his mates, Tucker Speed in Utah.
Yes.
Gave me a t-shirt. So for you American boys, if you need any performance stuff for your bikes, Tucker Speed. He races baggers over there too, so there you go.
Primo, so perfect. Get online, get into them. What else have we got that's different from when the bike was first purchased?
This is a purchase because I went for a ride with my dear friend here, and he said I looked like a little old man with my old bars because I was like this. So we decided to go for some apes. So Wild One Chubbies, they are 16s.
So now, don't get me wrong, you were on 8s.
Mini
This is the thing. So they were what, 14s, 12s, something like that.
Probably about 11s, 12s.
12, something like that.
Yep.
But this is the thing. This is what. And so when I was looking at my review mirror and I could see Lockdog behind me, it was all about the positioning of the hands. So although the 8s weren't exactly much, shorter than what they are now, this part here was face down. That there brings your hands from this position to this position. As soon as you do that, your elbows come in, your shoulders come down, you get into this position. And then when I look in the rearview mirror, you look like a hunched over old man. And I says to you, bro, mean bike, but we need to get you back up into that, I don't know, you could call it more of a staunch riding position. More of a dominant position, but it's something that's probably more comfortable for your hands as well.
Yeah.
So the brand of these bars were
Wild Ones.
Wild One bars.
8s, yep.
They give you the primo, nice and square from your bar to your things without pulling everything down. I look in my rearview mirror now and I see a fucking man on a Harley screaming up into my fucking rear tyre.
People pull over more now.
That road presence seems to be a little more aggressive than what it was before, right?
Yeah.
So other than that, you've made a speedo change, you put some bags on, you put some bars on.
Whack some progressive shocks in the bottom.
I mean, everybody on a fucking soft tail needs progressives, right?
That was the first, actually that's probably the second thing after that. And what a difference, changed the whole bike.
Yep.
It's already got progressive front forks in the front, springs.
And so other than that, I mean, minor things like you may change a headlight here and there, all the cosmetic stuff that people seem to change over the years. But genuinely, as far as the heart of this fucking machine goes, it is still that big, angry engine that was built by the boys in Texas that has gone halfway around the world, almost 3/4 of the way around the world, has landed down here in little New Zealand, where it is getting a fucking hiding almost on a daily basis, where we're out in the hills having a bit of a play. So it is a very cool story to have something, my bike's American too, but it's not built by an American who understands what they need to do, who has that knowledge about it. Mine's just straight from the factory. So, you know, and any work that's done to it has been done by New Zealand mechanics and all that sort of carry on. This here is a genuine American muscle bike. It's got a fucking big donkey in it, and that is proven in the rides that we do. So stay tuned, people. What we will do is I'll do a quick walk around and get a few close-ups of the things and the features that this night train has done to it. But stay tuned for future videos. Lockdog will be in the pack with us, and definitely in front of me from time to time. And so you'll be able to hear, see, and experience what it's like to have. I may even chuck a camera on your bike at some stage.
Yeah,
you know,
sure.
just so the boys get a bit of a view as to what you're dealing with when you're riding.
I can watch you take the corners better than me.
It's just, I mean, it's bike for bike, isn't it? You know,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
everybody knows that and the night train. I mean, I had an 02 night train.
Yep.
About 3 bikes ago.
Yep.
I fucking loved it. But again, so low, so long.
Yep.
Cornering wasn't always its most favourable position.
No, that's right.
So the bike I've purchased, obviously, as you guys have seen, is more favoured for me in the corners. But in a straight line, this fucking ruins it. So other than that, this is a beautiful machine. This is, and every time I look at it, I miss my old night train. I love the fact that you've still got that old school look to it. You've got the nice high sissy bar there, some good set of apes. It's low, it's angry, you know, and it fucking moves like a cut cat. So very, very cool bike.
Sweet.
Thank you for showing us your bike, and
No, thank you very much, man.
we'll be on the road soon.
Yeah, awesome.
Righty, so as we see, we've got fucking Speed Shop, and here's the dead giveaway from when he purchased the bike. So I'll get a close up of that number, people. You boys over there, get into them. Revolution Performance heads.